Well, Ruben Amorim has come out and obviously spout fire at the players. I think if you really read through the lines or you really read under the carpet, you'll obviously understand that the manager is really furious at these players, and this is his second loss in the Premier League at Old Trafford, and he still has 2 more games to go before he ends the year. Remember, we are playing at the Molineux against Wolverhampton Wanderers in a game where I believe that our confidence is still down and we cannot obviously get things back to where they deserve to be. Even later, we will obviously have to play Newcastle at Old Trafford. And if you've lost to Bournemouth and you're going to be hosting Newcastle next at Old Trafford, you worry a little bit on how United will look. So guys, how are you? And this is Ruben. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Ruben is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. And I know it's not a nice evening for you because we've lost. I thought it's not gonna be an easy game for the club of Manchester United, but guys, I never saw us lose. Though I knew it was not gonna be an easy game, but I thought we would obviously turn this around, and that is the most worrying bit of this all, because this side of Manchester United has really went ahead to obviously break a record that since the season of 1988 to 1989 we've not been entering Christmas when we're in the bottom half, and it has happened this time round. And to show you that things are not really okay, even the new manager bounce has failed to work. You understand? The new manager bounce has failed to work. You get? And I don't know who is responsible for this. You can as well go in the comments section and tell me who's responsible for this. But I tell you what, we need prayers. You know, sometimes you look at certain things and really ask yourself, is Ineos doing the right things? You know, Ten Hag leaves, Dan Ashworth leaves, you know, you've just brought in a new manager, Secrets League. They are not into the talks of bringing a new manager. It was Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Omar Berada who rushed because he knew to it that this guy was going to be playing or managing, was in the plans of City. You understand? So I tell you, it's not business as usual, but we've been here for so long and we've known this for a lot of time, and this is Man United for you. So let's get into what Ruben Amorim has got to say about this game of football. Ruben Amorim said, you can feel it in the first goal kick with Andre Onana. He's thinking what to do, and everybody is so anxious at this moment. Everybody in the club is tired of these moments of anxiousness. So obviously he's really trying to lay out that loud about Andre Onana, that he really took some time. But I tell you, going at Andre Onana for me is not a problem, because today, if you ask me, is Andre Onana part of the reasons why you've lost? I'll tell you no. No. The players never did things right. Even when we considered the first goal, we had very many chances to obviously get back in the game, and we failed ourselves to get back into the game. Then he said, if you look at the game, we are not conceding anything before the first goal. We had opportunities. If we manage to score the first goal, then the game should be different. We want to score, but we're too nervous. We have to fight this. And talking of being too nervous, it's all about, for me, he's not really talking about Bruno Fernandez, but Bruno Fernandez in the final third, he looked very bad. He looked very bad. Let me tell you, he looked very bad. You get? And he looked pathetic, you know, and the standard was really low. And that's what I'm always going to tell people, that some of the players you think that are really good at Manchester United cannot really lift this club, because in moments where he's supposed to obviously get in an extra pass, he thinks of shooting. You know, I was looking at the goals that Tottenham Hotspur scored today, looked at the goals that Liverpool scored today, and I was like, if they had a Bruno Fernandes in some of those positions, would they score those goals? No, you know, because there is, I think, Cody Gakpo, a time obviously went ahead of his square that ball to, is it Luis Diaz? when he was really looking in the face of goal. And in the same position, that's where Bruno Fernandez was when Kobe Mainoo went ahead to obviously win that ball in the high positions of the pitch, and he went ahead to obviously run into space, released Bruno Fernandez. Bruno selfishly went in for a shot, and that is really bad. If you were number 10, you should obviously go for the best option. Was the best option shooting? No. Why was it no? Because when he shot, nothing got out of it. And if he shot it and it crossed the line, that would have gone ahead to be a very good execution. But everyone is looking at him because he went ahead and even missed out on, to me, what is a sitter. Ahmad releases him. He obviously goes wide and trying to shoot from far, going in for Hollywood passes that are really uncalled for, close to 3-4 times. And I'm like, is this the club captain you're supposed to have? If you're in your own half, they're moving the ball very well. Continue to move the ball. And that's what the manager says. You're very nervous. And the person who is nervous is Bruno Fernandez because he's afraid of doing things, that will take this team to the next level. And I think the manager is right on us being nervous in the final third of the pitch, because if we score the first goal and really equalize, I tell you, this game changes, because you obviously show Bournemouth that we can come at you. The more Bournemouth went on to see to it that we are not scoring goals, Bournemouth was like, let's go for a second one. The second one came in through. They said, let's go for a third one. And they got it. You get? And United had 20 shots at goal. It shows you how recklessly we are shooting. Ahmad was making reckless shots. Bruno Fernandez. I saw Mazarawi. You understand? So I think these players need to concentrate in those positions. And I think that's what we should concentrate on. Guys, if we can compose ourselves and obviously concentrate better in the final third, I tell you this, we will be a team that can beat any team, I tell you. Then, it's really hard, especially if you saw the game. We conceded one foul and then a goal. We were winning second balls and creating chances. We conceded a penalty and then the third goal. It was really hard for the fans. We have to go again next time. So that shows you that we are really having things lacking, because if you don't score when they score against you, you don't give yourself a chance. You get? And this is all about Bruno Fernandez. I tell you, people are like, don't go upon any player. I tell you, he's the most experienced player playing in the forward positions. And Amadi Diallo is doing things that Bruno Fernandez should do. Doesn't that worry you? Doesn't that worry you? That is it. Why don't we get composed? And I was really impressed with when Garnacho came on, because he showed to us that he's really learning every other day that really passes by. He's learning that I shouldn't shoot. He only shot at goal when Rasmus Højlund released him and he had a 1v1. That is it, and had no option to do. So, but the other players, I think they've been pathetic on the night. And I think if we really compose ourselves better in the final third, I think we win this game. We win this game of football, because spaces were there, but we failed to obviously find the right pass to even release our number 9s in there for you. Then Amorim came on and said, after the penalty, we need to control the game better because we know the situation is really hard. We can control better this moment. So he's like, we would have gone ahead to control better this game. And control is mostly given to you either by your CDM or by your number 10. You get? But if you have a number 10 who really thinks fast and is like, we need to rush. Football is not all about rushing. When you look at the goals that we conceded, we conceded against Bournemouth, this team took their time. I tell you, they took their time to obviously plan against us. And I tell you, I feel sad for my manager, but I know he just needs to tell those players that compose yourself, compose yourself. And the other thing is, he should rethink about the system. I tell you, the system is good, but is it good in every game that we play in the Premier League? That is it. So, your reactions, Ruben, Amorim, Spouting Fire, are welcome in the comment section below. Rokan David remains my name. Feel free to go into the comment section and tell me your thoughts about this game of football and what you think on the words that Ruben Amorim has come out and said about this game of football that you're going to hate to lose to Bournemouth at Old Trafford. Good night to those going to bed. I promise you, I'm going to be back.